work out from this stage. But right now, one point on this set of values that demand accountability to the violent raid on Sunday, which took one of our Orstown high school teams for what unfortunately violation of due process rights. We demand accountability for the shooting of Renee Nicole Good 10 days ago in Minnesota. We demand accountability for
Sit.
the mass rifle police who steal our neighbors and have left us scared and angry. For the ICE agents who refuse to give their names and badge numbers. For the illegal actions that place Cecil Avenue barren and its businesses struggling. For the wholesale disregard of the law. We demand accountability. I thank you for showing up today and braving the card storm. I'm turning it over to National Mayor Robert Conley.
Rose City Mayor. Sit. Hey, you want to see if they want to say hi? You guys want to say hi to St. Bernard? He might put his paws on you. He's friendly. Give him go slow with him. He wasn't treated well the first year, so he's a little skittish, but he's a good boy. Good boy, Bear. Oh, here, you guys can figure out how you can use this to make friends with them. Break it up in pieces. Yeah. Try to reward him when his feet are on the floor. If he jumps up, don't give him a treat then. Good boy.
How much should I give him?
You can give him the whole burger. You guys can break it up, like maybe 6 different pieces or something. Actually, save 1 or 2 pieces for me. I might need it later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just do them.
Okay.
Oh.
Thanks. Thank you. Yep. Take care. You too.
It's not a crime to be a refugee. It's not a crime to immigrate to escape poverty. And it is not a crime to look for a better life in our country. But it would be a crime if we didn't step up and push back while our president attacks our immigrant friends and neighbors. It would be a crime not to demand accountability. And it would be a crime to allow our friends and neighbors to live in fear. You have certainly shown your passion by coming out here on this messy day. And now, We will fight by making our voices heard, not just today, but every day. And we will make our voices heard by voting. In February, special election, and again in November. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Conley. As I attempt to unlock my phone, which does not want to be unlocked due to the fact that it is covered in snow. I will stall while I pull up our next speaker. Our next speaker is the Congressman running in the NJ11 special election. He has served as President Obama's Assistant Secretary of State for Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor. He's also an immigrant who escaped communist Poland with his mother when he was 6 years old. And I'm honored to introduce to you today Congressman Tom Malinowski.
Can everybody hear me? So, as you heard, I stand before you as a proud American and a proud immigrant to the United States of America. The first time I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, it was not when I was sworn into the United States Congress. It was when my mom took me to the Newark courthouse when I was 10 years old. Swear allegiance as a citizen of the United States. And that day was so important to me as a kid who had come from a communist country, from a country where we did not have democracy and freedom. It was 1976. It was the bicentennial year of our country. There were tall ships in New York Harbor. There were guys pretending to be Minutemen marching in parades. There were no troops on our streets. And could anyone have imagined then, or even 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, that there would today be mass government powers asking, demanding that we Americans in the United States? Shame. These thugs, probably most of them couldn't pass the citizenship test that the immigrants they are persecuting study for every day. Because I'll tell you something, immigrants love this country. They are the farmers that give us our food, and they are the scientists that are going to take us to Mars. They believe they're here because they chose to be here, because they sacrificed everything to be here, because America isn't just a rich country, it is supposed to be a free and fair country. And I gotta tell you, every immigrant I know, from the ones who've been here for 50 years to the ones who are just off of a plane or a boat,
leave it.
understands America,
Bear.
appreciates America,
Bear.
and loves America
Good boy, leave
a
it.
lot better
Come on.
than those men at the White
Good
House
boy, yes.
who are tweeting out Nazi slogans every single day.
Leave it.
The immigrants in this country, I have no doubt what side they would have been on in World War II. I've got some doubts about the people in the White House. That's what it's come to. And so, if you were born outside the United States, or your parents were born outside the United States, raise your hand. Look around, that's America. Now, I'm going to say something else that might come as a surprise. There is still something called the Congress of the United States. It exists. It's in a building down the street from the White House. You can go visit. I can give you a tour. But here's the thing. Right now, and this is important, the Congress of the United States, by January 30th, has to pass a bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security. There's a choice to be made. And that choice has to be absolutely clear. No funding for mass deportation. No funding for mass agents anywhere in the United States of America. No funding for the Border Patrol anywhere outside the U.S. border. No funding for private detention facilities that have an incentive to mistreat people. And maybe while we're at at it, we should resume funding for the real federal police that protect us against terrorism, that protect us against real crime, rather than diverting them to support immigration enforcement. And if ICE comes here, in my personal opinion, if they break the law, if they initiate an act of violence, if they break our traffic laws, I want to see our dedicated, our patriotic police officers enforce the law in the state of New Jersey. Yeah, you commit a crime, that's what should happen.
There.
Let me make one last point. I know there's a lot of fear out there. And I don't want to say there's no reason for it, because we are seeing what's happening, including in our community. But I just want to, this is something that's hard for people sometimes to understand. At a moment like this, the people who we fear are more afraid of us. And that's where this is coming from. There are no pro-ICE rallies in New Jersey or across the country. Pro-democracy, pro-constitution candidates have been winning every single goddamn election in America over the last year, and we are going to win the midterm elections. We're going to decide. We're violating the Constitution, we're trashing our values, and they know it. They are afraid of you. So hold your head up high, be confident about the future of this country. We are going to restore the values that make America great, the values that are the reason why so many people come here, and God willing will continue to come here. Thank you.
All right. I have our next speaker, Nelson Davila. Are you here? Yes, wonderful. But before that, I'm giving a statement from Morristown High School teacher who is asked to remain anonymous because of their job, and if you're they asked me to make a statement on their behalf. It is fitting to be a 13-day weekend because Morristown demonstrated the community in the last few weeks doing outreach, raising money, delivering food, and rallying to those who need. Reminds me of Dr. King's assertion that we are caught in the inescapable network of mutuality. It is easy to despair with what is going on, but I'm optimistic
I have a live stream
about our
going.
future when I see what this community has done in the service of its community members. Those in power may deny an inescapable network of mutuality exists. Morristown has made it a self-evident truth. I am proud to be an educator in this community that stands for what is right. And without further ado, I introduce Nelson Davila from the Alliance for Immigrant Justice of New Jersey.
Closer. Closer. Yes.
So again, my name is Sosa Vizaba. I am the Deputy Director of Policy and Advocacy for New Jersey Alliance for Immigrant Justice. Okay. So we are the state's largest immigrant coalition. We are the state's largest immigrant coalition. Together with 60-member organizations, we fight for policy that protect and empower immigrants in our state. I'm here today because what happened in Morristown last Sunday is not just disturbing, it's unacceptable. A young man, a high school student, was detained by ICE for doing his laundry, and a 6-year-old child was left alone to fend for herself as her father was dragged away while he tried to pursue for his family. We can't normalize this. And let me say this again. A high school student was detained and a 6-year-old child was left alone, not because of a car accident or tragedy that could have been prevented. It was done in the name of law and order. Violating basic New Jersey values like dignity, fairness, and passion. The ICE in Morristown is not about public safety. It was about state-inflicted trauma on children. We're better than this. I would like everyone to understand what's at stake here, and I think we do. When ICE escalates enforcement, it isn't just about the person taken, it's about our entire state. New Jersey is home to one of the most vibrant immigrant communities in the country. Yes, yes. Families who build our economy, care for our children and our elderly, staff our hospitals, run our small businesses, raise children and their kids are New Jersey kids in every way that matters. When I come into our community, it doesn't just harm someone else. It harms our neighbors, our schools, our workplaces, and our public spaces. We're here today to say, enough is enough. Dr. May's residential schools.
You bear. Good boy, yeah.
Right? Protect our New Jersey campus. Stop administering pregnant to put people at risk. And New Jersey schools, hospitals, and local buildings remain safe places and not hunting grounds. That is why we have to forceful resource matters. That is why we call the Governor Emergency Sign the safety needs, liable police protection, and infrastructure bills, and everything but that. We ask Governor Murphy to lead with courage. We ask legislators to demand action from the governor now, and we ask local authorities to take the work away to pay attention. We're going to keep organizing, we're going to keep documenting, and we're going to keep pushing for policies that not for now, because we know what to do here. Try to safeguard, bring some protection, and make it clear that New Jersey will not be complicit. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you. I am now introducing the candidate for engineer elected in the special election as Lillian Medina. Mom,
scapegoats so that they could continue the grip against the American people. That's what we have now. Then you have Congress, legislators, lawmakers, whose political machinations strip us of our rights, sometimes blatantly, sometimes silently, but all so that they cannot be held to account. That's what we have now. And all of it is one
My wife is a Colombian citizen and waiting to 14, first North American to serve in New Jersey legislature. I have I have a 17-year-old seeking your prayers. For Kristen and Gabriel are not only American, they are themselves. Not an abstract fear for them. Kristen, I work in the Florida, is usually told on the playground that she is going to be deported. Imagine what that does to the child. You made them feel that they're home, their family, and their sense of safety. You can take it away at any moment. Children get dressed like that in school, in their neighborhoods, or wherever they're in their classes, they stop feeling safe anywhere. Parents across our streets are living in constant fear that someone they love will be taken away to California without accountability. That fear erodes trust in public safety, schools, and in local meant to protect us. And it affects all of us, not just the men. Fear not only stands with the constant fear that someone will be torn from their life and their As a father myself, I know how that fear is for so many families like those who are here today. Stop there. First, Governor sign those bills. Thank you. I hail from the township of Montclair, born and raised in the township of Montclair. Thank you for allowing me to call the town to order. We are celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday this weekend. In 1966, Dr. Martin Luther King spoke at Montclair High School. He was there to visit Union Baptist Church, where he founded African American Baptist Church in our state of California. The turnout for that visit was so large that they actually had to move the event to Montclair High School. There's a very famous picture of Dr. King sitting in a folding chair by himself in the Montclair High School standing room. Now I thought the picture was pretty cool because I played Montclair High School. But you can see that he was contemplating what he was going to say. You can see the stress. You can see the advocacy. It's an awesome picture. There's also another picture, not as well known from that day. Although Montclair has many years of history. There's a picture of over 150, maybe 200 people on the corner of Park and Chestnut in Montclair, protesting Dr. King's visit that day. They're holding signs calling him a communist, calling him a socialist. And reportedly, there were Confederate flags wrapped in American flags. I think a lot about what Dr. King was thinking that day as he rode by that protest on his way into Montclair High School. Here's one thing I know he didn't do. He didn't stop. He didn't stop. He meant in the way that he should his moment in time in history. And that's what we are currently doing today. All of us, not one individual, our community, to meet our moment in time. Our moment in time. So I'm honored to stand with you be with you to continue this fight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Gill. All right, up next is a fun game where we play Is This Person Here or Are They Stuck Behind a Snow Cloud? Do we have Patrick Brown in the audience? We do! It's great news. Patrick Brown is the co-president of the League of Women Voters. He's also someone who I personally have great respect for. Ladies and gentlemen and everybody else, Patrick Brown! Welcome everyone.